Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Apple Tech Talks, and today we're going to be talking about the Beats X. This is another top 10 video for today, and basically we're going to be talking about the top 10 features of the Beats X. So I've had these since 2017, so I've been using these for several years now, and I understand how these work really well and how they fare in day-to-day life, and basically what life is like with these earbuds as opposed to others in the market. So today we're going to be talking about the best features about it, because honestly this is a great product. Honestly, from a technical perspective, Beats aren't the most innovative company, and they definitely rely a lot on marketing to sell their products, but I actually do feel like these Beats are worth their $130 price tag. They might have actually dropped since I bought them, but when I bought them they were $130. But yeah, so we're going to go over the top 10 features. So the first feature is that they pair automatically with your device after a one-time pairing setup. So this is not just true with the Beats X, but honestly I think with Apple AirPods, with any Beats or Apple product now, that they will pair immediately after a one-time setup. I know this is also true for a lot of other Bluetooth devices out there, but the thing is with these, even if you connect to another device, it's smart enough, the W1 chip within the device itself is smart enough to remember multiple devices in its memory, so it actually will be able to convert right back over once you want to connect back to these Beats. It will connect automatically, as opposed to you'll have to reprogram it every single time you connect to a device that wasn't the last device you connected to. The second feature is that they have an 8-hour battery life. So this is about 2 full days of normal use, at least with my experience. It depends if you just with the typical walking around from day to day in the city, you know, on trains, public transit, if you're taking a flight somewhere, you know, usually it will last you 2 full days. The standby battery life on this is also really good, and very rarely do I see a drop of more than 2 to 3% after a full night of not using it. So yeah, the battery life is really good on this device. So third is that they charge really fast. They use a technology that Beats calls fast fuel, which gives you 2 hours of listening time with only 5 minutes of charge. And that's pretty crazy if you think about it. And they charge via the lightning cable, so if you have an iOS device, it's pretty easy to just hook this up right next to your iPad or iPhone and just charge it normally. And basically right there is where the charging port is, so it's actually in a very convenient location, and with the lightning cable it just makes everything much more interconnected and very easy. The fourth is the custom ear tip options that they offer. At least one of them is guaranteed to fit your ear, whether your ear is bigger, smaller, or about the same size. Personally, I've never had to use the ear fins, the ear tips to increase the size of the actual bud itself. As you can see, that's about the size of the bud once it focuses. There we go. The shape itself is actually pretty accurate to what my ear is shaped like, at least. So it actually fits my ear no problem. But a lot of other people have obviously differently shaped sized ears. That's what those tips are for. It's at least one of the tips, which come in the box obviously with the Beats X, is guaranteed to fit your ear size. The fifth feature is that the audio quality is actually not so bad at all. It's very comparable to AirPods, which has actually been reviewed really well for its sound quality for its price. It's nothing amazing. It's no Sennheiser, it's no Audio-Technica, it's no Bose. It's nothing crazy, and they really do sound like Beats, you know, like your typical. It's probably slightly better than the average earpods that you get in the box with your iPhone. It's slightly better than that, but the sound insulation is really good. The noise cancellation is really good, much better than the average earpod. But they are very comparable, I would say, to the sound quality of AirPods. But for $120 it's really not that bad at all. And number 6, the sixth feature of the Beats X that I really love is that it's comfortable enough to wear all day, and it looks pretty good. It depends, of course, on the size of your neck and your face and your head in general, but my general experience has been that these headphones actually fit quite nicely in your ears. So there's actually not really any problem at all, and they have a really nice, really slim design. Like the wire is not very thick, thick at all, and it's made of a material that's it's not easy to snap or anything like that. And they connect very nicely with these magnetic with magnets right here, and then they just hang by your neck. So it's very convenient, and that's actually probably one of my favorite features, that you can just hang this around your neck. Whereas compared with earpods, you have to constantly be putting it, like, you know, tangling it, untangling it, putting it in your pocket. You know, even with headphones, they're just very bulky around your neck. It can get very tiresome. But the Beats X is one of the least intrusive pair of audio listening devices I've ever listened to in my life. And the seventh feature is something I just mentioned by accident. It's the fact that there's magnets in these two buds, and they magnetically link together. So wherever you go, you never have to worry about losing these. Even if you don't consciously do this, they will just automatically kind of just connect to each other just by being near each other. And it's really convenient. I cannot stress how convenient that is. Also, it's a great thing to play with from time to time, just to do that. And the magnet is strong enough to keep them together, but not strong enough to the point where it's difficult to pry them apart. It's very easy to just do this all day long, very casually. So I would really recommend these for the convenience that it has. It's a great design. The built-in mic as well for answering phone calls. Basically, you have your typical mic that you would see on earpods. So you have the volume up, volume down, and then play pause button there, / answer decline calls. And basically it works just as you expect, and there's also a built-in microphone in here as well, which makes calling really easy. I've never had a problem with someone trying to understand me even in a crowded, noisy subway station. I've never had that problem. And finally, the 10th and probably best feature of the Beats X is that they're cheap for Beats. At only $130 when I bought them, and I'm almost positive they're even less now. And they're even cheaper at some online retailers. They're really good, and they give you a certain amount of status. Let's be honest. In society today, if you have Beats, people consider you to be, you know, rich, which might not be such a good thing at sometimes. But you know, it definitely gives you a certain amount of status, and that's definitely an added benefit to buying Beats in the first place. The Beats logo is not evident anywhere except for the back of the bud right here. So it's not super obvious, but at the end of the day, they are Beats. And compared to some of the other crazy prices out there for Beats, you know, nudging into the $300, $400 territory, I'm not even sure, maybe they even have $400 plus headphones that are just crazy and aren't even really worth it for their sound quality. I would say these are probably the most casual listening device that Beats offers, and also just the most ergonomic, the most comfortable, the most natural, the most convenient, and the most simple. Like, it's just so simple and so streamlined. It gives you exactly what you need in an audio listening device and nothing else. One thing I do want to mention is that a very distinct difference between something like this and something like the Power Beats, and Beats just released their new Power Beats Pro very recently. Like if you want a video on that as well. I would say that these are not sweatproof, so they're more for casual walking around. I would not really recommend these in a setting where you'd be sweating a lot profusely, because that's really going to get into the buds. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I had a good time talking about one of my favorite products that I own. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like if you like this video, and leave a comment down below, and click some of these other videos that I've made that I think you'll really enjoy. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.